if you say courses are a scam and if it's making them money, they won't sell it to you, then we should shut down the whole education system. True. That's hands down, that's one of the dumbest ideas or statements or points that someone can make. In this particular scenario, they are dumb. Take that to them, share this with them, and if they get offended, they should piss off. I don't mind, they're not paying me. I sell to brand owners, business owners who are doing millions of dollars, annual recurring revenue and sometimes monthly recurring revenue. They are buying courses, they are buying coaching, they are buying because they know the people who think like that, check all of them, they are a particular place in life. My mom will always tell me that, Bruno, find something and sell. I actually hated sales and marketing. The marketers had this image of people that their feet were dusty from trekking all over Lagos. MMM is back again. I thought it was a fluke, I thought this was not good. This could not possibly happen every single month. It's a scam, like the Ponzi schemes is gonna crash. And they brought the menu and I did not check the price. I just knew that my life had changed. As I brought out my phone like this, 2 seconds, OT law, it don't go.
On today's episode of the podcast, we have the man Bruno Nwogu. Now, if you don't know Bruno Nwogu is my dear friend and business partner. You could go look him up on Twitter, the Einstein of marketing on Twitter, with over 120,000 followers. Bruno started his journey into the online world after, his phone was snatched inside a Molue bus in Lagos. And, he learned about affiliate marketing and selling online. And through that, he was able to rise to become one of the top-ranked affiliate marketers in Nigeria, who later now transitioned into high-ticket closing, where he now does over $15,000 per month. In this episode, myself and Bruno have a deep dive, basically, where we dissect making money online, how to sell and market better, personal development, and a whole lot of things you'd find interesting. So I'd like you to grab your popcorn right now, cross your legs, your notepads if you like, and enjoy yourself. See you inside the show. Yo. Welcome to another episode of the Entrepreneurs Connect show. Guys, today is a very special day because I have someone here. But just before I go into the someone I have, the Entrepreneurs Connect show is a place where we basically interview African entrepreneurs, people who do business, basically, to, hear them talk about real life, their challenges, their struggles, their successes, and everything in between, so that at the end of the day, every African watching this can have some context to how they do life as an entrepreneur. Of course, and my name is Joseph Don. Make sure you're following me on every platform. I've never really said this before, but I'm on Instagram and X, which is Twitter and TikTok and everywhere. Just search for Joseph Don and hit the follow button. That said, I want to thank you all for tuning into this show every other week. I want to thank you all for your comments, for your likes, for your shares, for the love, for the feedback. I really do appreciate. Thank you for sticking with us, okay? And if you're watching this, I want to appeal to you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, okay, and share the video as well, because the bigger we get as a community, the bigger reach, the more this show grows, the bigger our quality of guests will grow, right? So I want to make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, make it go viral. That said, let's get right into today's show. I have my main man here. He's my brother, my business partner, and a lot of other things. His name is Bruno Nwogu. Welcome to the show. Bruno, I'm super excited for this one.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you for having me, man.
It's been a long time coming.
I know, right? From the moment I said, I can't wait to be on the Entrepreneurs Connect show. So here I am in the flesh.
Imported from Lagos, Nigeria. To the city of Port Harcourt.
That's a very, very important one. Imported because, I probably wouldn't have been here. But speaking of that, I'm actually enjoying Port Harcourt.
Yeah, I was going to ask how you're finding Port Harcourt.
I'm enjoying Port Harcourt, my brother. I feel like, it's peaceful. At least maybe this area, but I've been reading some very weird things. But I think it's peaceful. It's peaceful here.
It's peaceful.
It's quiet. It's I feel like I've escaped all the noise right? And all the plenty shenanigans in Lagos. But I think your network here is not. It's something that needs to be worked on.
We have Starlink, bro.
You have Starlink.
We have Starlink, bro. Come on.
I think that's general, though. I think,
Yeah, it's the general. Those people, those yellow people everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because they've just been messing up so bad. Anyways, that aside, I'm glad to be in City of Port Harcourt, man.
Great. So we're about to gist. This is not a lecture. It's not a test. It's not.
That's what I'm here for.
Let's gist entrepreneurship, bro. So let's get right into it.
Sure.
Okay?
Let's get the ball rolling.
So I want you to tell me what's your story like? Where did it all start from you? What are your earliest memories of events that turned you into the entrepreneur you are today?
So, that's a very interesting question, because for the most part of my life, I did not consider myself an entrepreneur, right? I considered myself a scientist, right? Somebody who tests things, see if they work, try it out, fail, that kind of person.
Is that your name? Is the Einstein of marketing?
No, not really. That's a different story entirely. It was my students that gave me the name, because I was able to explain marketing for them in such a way that I was connecting the laws of physics to marketing, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, like, bro, like you're like the Einstein of marketing." And I was like, I like the it's cool. Like, it was very, very cool, and it has stuck since then. So I actually hated sales and marketing. I had no single blood of sales and marketing in me, because again, I thought it was pushy. I thought marketers had this image of people that their feet were, dusty from trekking all over Lagos, trying to get you to, and then of course, network marketers that will say,
bring two people
that will bring two people.
Before you know it,
bro. And so, once somebody tried to, get me to do any thought of sales or marketing thing, my body would just naturally revolt against it, right? But you see, my mom will always tell me that, Bruno, whenever I ask her for money, she'll be like, find something and sell, like, go and sell something, right? And it was foreign to me, like, why would I have to sell something? Like, please, I'm too young. Leave me alone, Jared. That's what I would tell her. So, that's how it continued till I think I got into university. So I never really did any business. I got into university. And I think the first time I think I did anything really business related was when I had a popcorn stand in school. So it was
really?
A photo, yeah.
How did you nurse the idea?
It was funny, man. My guy, one of my friends, dude, you met him already. So
TJ?
Yeah, TJ, yes. Yes, TJ. So TJ was like, let's have a popcorn business. We could put it in front of our, where we stayed, which was Pentagon in Futo. So put it in front of Pentagon, and people would just pass and would sell popcorn. There's a lot of traffic there. People buy popcorn every day. That's what we thought, right? we're in for a rude awakening. So we put all the money together. I think we invested 45K, and there's a lot of, we're talking about 2016, right? It was a lot of money then. So we put all that money, bought the machine, bought the local machine, bought the special popcorn, bought butter, and then we started popping it. We had no understanding of business economics, units, prices, all those things. We just knew they had a cost price, right? And if you sell this amount, we will make profits. We zero understanding of all of that. The first thing we realized was that people don't really want to buy popcorn like that.
Mad.
Oh my God!
You started eating the popcorn by yourself.
My brother, the butter became butter. And we're using bread. That corn there, we'd not even go up to half. And it was like foreign corn because it popped faster. And the machine, the machine for popping the corn, I eventually sold it.
Wow.
But that was the story of when I first started anything business, and I just forgot about it. Right, I was like, okay, it was a failed business. Then of course I'm gonna admit, yes, I did MMM. I did
Mavro Mugado money.
No, it's Mavrodi Mondal movement. MMM. I did that shit, bro. God,
MMM is back again.
so that my friend to TG. Oh God. Bro, that guy introduced me to a lot of making money opportunities. Bro, when Bitcoin first came out, when Bitcoin was about $1,000, when Bitcoin was $900 and then it got to 1,000, it was like, bro, buy Bitcoin. So I remember buying about 0.5 Bitcoin for 5,000 naira then, and I just kept it.
Where is it now?
Bro, I probably sold that. I sold it bits and pieces. And when it got to 4,000 or 10, I didn't know. I had no clue it was going to go to this point, so I sold it, right? So, you know, and then he was like, yeah, this MMN thing, you know, you put your money, you know, and then you offer help, you
Provide
receive help. God,
GH and you PH.
Provide help and get help. And so, you know, me, I'm kind of like slow to all these things. So he did it and he received his money. And you know, in this life, once someone has proof, what are you going to say? Are you going to say that the money is not there? He didn't get it? And I was like, and that's when I realized that I think one of the things that taught me was that you need to understand the economics of how things work. Like, if it's not sustainable, if you look at it and the math doesn't match, right? Mm-hmm. If there's a loophole in the math, then, you know, you then know that this thing is going to break somewhere. And, you know, I asked them, I was like, yeah, that's called a Ponzi scheme. And it was really wonderful. Like, the Ponzi scheme, you know, you provide help. You just have to ensure that, you know, you receive your money before it crashes. So nobody wants to be the last fool now. So we are hoping that there'll be another fool behind. So I think I received money first, right? When I received money, I got here about like, damn, this shit works. So I became an evangelist. And that's the thing with me. If it works for me, I become an evangelist of that thing. So I remember borrowing 50K from my auntie. God. And Cynthia, if you're watching this, I love you so much from the depth of my heart. I'm sorry that money is gone and it never came back. But I'm sure I've helped you with more things than that amount of money, right? So you know, she borrowed me 50K. This is not even the crazy part of the story. She borrowed me 50K. We put the money there. We provided help. Every day I was watching the thing grow. And the week before we're about to receive our help back, let's say that the team is under
help again.
It's under maintenance. So that's it. Under maintenance. Everyone say, I told you, bro. I just they pray, they wait, they cry, they think. But
literally.
Bro, are you kidding me? And it was in that moment that
I can't relate though. I never did that shit.
Bro. I mean, if you know, I don't know, man. You had really good, you know, I would say upbringing.
Discipline.
No,
yeah. My mom did.
Interesting, right?
But she was bullying me into. Then everybody's doing it. I said, I'm not doing.
I don't know why I did it, but anyway, I was in uni then. I needed money, like man. So that's not even the crazy part. The crazy part is this. After that one failed, right? You know, others now start coming up.
Yes, no,
Ultimate Cycler. So many of them came out. So one of my guys now said, so there was one, that one was, you put 50K, you get it back in 2 weeks. Abi, 30K, get it, 25 years, so you get 50K back in 2 weeks. I don't, thinking about it, Joseph, I'm like, what was going on in my head? I don't realize. I'm just thinking about, like, how is that even possible? I'm not saying that you can't make that money. I'm saying that the economics of
there's
it,
no real value in it. So
there's no real value provided and so how is that even possible? So man, I did some really stupid things. So anyways, back to the story. So because I wanted to pay back my auntie, guess what I now did? Guess what I did?
What did you do?
Just take a guess. So
you now put money inside that one again.
I went to borrow money.
Oh, nice one.
Look at what this guy did. The guy that introduced me to it did not put his money. He now borrowed me money and said I should put into it. And said he's going to borrow me 40K. I'll pay him back 50K. Right? Then I'll keep the remaining 30K. So in my mind, I was like, at least free money now. Do you understand? I put 40K in. I put 50K. 25, right? I pay this guy 60K back. At the end of the guy, I keep 40K. I mean, that's a very, very good deal. Oh God, I want to say went. It was at that point.
How do you pay that money?
Bro, I paid that money through my nose. That guy did not let me go. His name is Ken. I'm very sure he's in this Port Harcourt. He did not let me go, guy. He asked, like, he said I should call my mom. I should bro. That boy did not let me go. I paid that money and I learned, because thank God did not let me go, because I learned.
You learned.
I learned the hard way. So, that's my story, right? And then didn't do anything business till like 2020 when everything now changed, right?
We're going to get into that shortly.
Oh, okay then. So basically, yeah, that's
You
it.
finished from photo.
Yeah.
Then what happened next?
So I finished from photo, went for NY. No. I first of all had the ministerial position somewhere in the east, so we were sent to do some evangelism work, outreach, that kind of thing. And then 1 year later, I left for NYSC, and then I came to Lagos. I came to Lagos for NYSC, but I was posted to my deployment letter was for Ibadan or your state. Then I was now reposted back to Lagos to serve in Lagos. So basically, that was the whole journey of what happened during that period. So from then, I was serving. After service, I now got a job in a gym. All right. So this was, I was about to leave service, and I got a job in a gym. And then, I was working in 9 to 5. I was going from the mainland to the island every day, 7 days a week, 3 times, 21 days in a month, right? And I was getting paid 40,000 naira.
Oh.
Yep.
What year was this?
This was 2019, 2020. Yeah, 2019, 2020.
And then, 2019, 2020 was COVID. How did you survive?
Oh, that's where the story changed. That's where everything changes, right? So because April 1st, the government says nobody goes to work again, right? And so they told all of us to go sit at home because there's COVID. So there was a lockdown. And when lockdown, April, May, June, July, and July was when the incident that resulted into all of this actually happened.
So what's the incident?
Well, so it's July 5th, 2020. I wake up.
How do you have all these dates in your head,
bro? Because I actually remembered those dates. April 1st because it was April Fool. July 5th because it was 2 days before my mom's birthday.
Oh,
July 7th, right? So I opened. It's a Sunday. July 5th, 2010 is a Sunday. So I'm going to church that Sunday morning because the lockdown had been eased a bit. So I enter Imolue and I'm using this iPhone 7 and I'm active on Twitter. I bant on Twitter, that kind of stuff. And so I bring out my phone to use it to check what's trending on Twitter and kind of like any DMs or mentions or any gist I missed. And in the middle of that, while that phone is in my hand, right, because I'm sitting by the window, and anybody who's watching this who lives in Lagos, who enters Imolue knows that is a very, very wrong move.
Wrong now.
Is a wrong move, bro. As I brought out my phone like this, 2 seconds, OT law, it don't go, bro. As in the guy peeled the phone from my hand. Like, I'm serious, bro. It was crazy. So, I watched in horror as the phone just disappeared into the darkness. I was not thinking that, should I chase the guys and follow the phone? I realized that at least it's the phone that was gone. If I chase them, I might also go with the phone. So I just told myself, you know what? It would just make sense for me to let the phone go. But I was really, really, it pained me, because this was during the lockdown. I didn't have any source of income because there's no job. That's the one. Also, that phone was a gift. Right now, remember I told you I was earning 40k a month. My take-home salary was about 10, right? So I was taking home about 10k. By the time you remove transport, not feeding, just transport alone. In fact, to be honest, it was my mom that was helping me during that period. So she was still sending me some money to kind of like supplicate because it wasn't really enough. And so it was painful because I now thought that if I had to even save money, right, for this phone, it would take me about 10 months to save 10k every day.
What phone was that?
It was an iPhone 7, a black iPhone 7, right? And yeah, I thought about it, and I remember going to church that morning, and I was just sulking. My friend Akin was with me, and I was just kicking the stone on the road, and I was feeling really bad. I 1,000 questions were on my head. Why did I even come out? Why did I not miss that bus? Why did I bring out my phone? Why did I sit down on that side? And that's when I realized that life is not really about what happens to you, right? It's about how you respond. Every one of us is going to go through bad days and have challenging situations. And in that moment, I remember asking the question that changed my life. And that's why I'm a believer in the power of questions. I remember asking myself, I said, Bruno, what can you do right now that can make you money? I thought about it. I didn't have an answer. I now said, okay, that's not a good question. So the good question is this: what are the things that wealthy people have? And I thought about it, I said, okay, at least from what I know, wealthy people have one thing, or they have two things. The first one is the primary one, is that they have something of value. Meaning they have something that somebody is able to exchange money for. The person is able to say, I have this product or I have this service that will help your life, or you need it. Pay me XYZ, I'll offer that to you. And every single person you can think of right now who is wealthy has something they're exchanging for money. They have a skill, they have a product, they have a service, right, that they're exchanging. Dangote, Elon, Jeff Bezos, any of the popular guy, anybody who said the businessman in Alaba or Ladipo is selling something, right? And somebody's paying them. So I thought about it. I said, okay, so that means number one is wealthy people have something of value. Then the second question is, what else is the thing they have? And I realized that it's their network. I mean, you've heard the saying, your network is your net worth, right? And so that was when I realized that, okay, if I'm going to get out of this hole and never be in it, I need to ensure that I become somebody who has something of value to offer somebody else, and to build my network of those people. All right. And this started the journey to online business, starting up an online business. So a few days later, just like, probably like God will have it, my friend hits me up and she's like, Bruno, are you interested in this make money online thing? I was like, make money online? I'm like, yeah, because I've been burned from all these other things, right? I'm like, yeah, what's up? It's like, yeah, there's this stuff where you sell other people's products. You don't have to do it yourself. Sorry, you don't have to walk around or find people. There's a way you find people online. You sell products and all of them. And then I asked her for the name, and she was like, it's called affiliate marketing. And oh my God, I wanted to faint. I'm like, God damn, like, can I not do anything and make money without marketing and sales? And I was like, I dragged my feet, bro. I dragged my feet. I'm not going to lie for you. I dragged my feet because, you see, I naturally hated this thing. So I bought the course July 9th, right? Again, I know all these dates, right? I bought the course July 9th. And I didn't open it till July 20th because I was like, God, I'm going to really do marketing. Oh my God. But something happened. So when I opened the course July 20th, the guy who happens to be my mentor and somebody I respect so much, he was like, write down a letter to yourself, and I have a picture of this.
That's Tony
Motoshow. It was like, write down a letter to yourself, and then state what you want to make, what you want to, what you're gonna do, how you're gonna go through the course. It was a 12-day course, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, right? I'm gonna do this. Like, no matter, let's do this. And so I remember just reading the first two parts, like of part 1 and part 2, like day 1 and day 2, probably like day 3. I didn't get to day 4, and something in my brain just did like this. Like, literally, I remember going, holy shit, I know what these guys are doing. How did I come about that? Now, so let's go back 5 years ago, right? When I'm in uni, something really, really interesting happened. A friend of mine is about to, delete some books in his phone to make space for some videos like that. And he's like, yo, Bruno, can I send you these books to just, keep for me? Let me download these videos. And, space was an issue. So he sent it to me. His name is Fiaka. He sent it to me, and I don't remember all the books he sent, but I remember 2 of them. Number 1 of that book was Influence the Psychology of Persuasion by Dr. Robert Cialdini. And number 2 is Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. And I remember opening the second one on Daniel Kahneman's book, Thinking Fast and Slow, but I couldn't really get around to reading it like that, right? And so I kept it. But then I opened the first one, Influence by Robert Cialdini, and I couldn't put it down. Like, I couldn't put it down for some reason. I just kept going. Bro, I read that book, and I told you at the beginning that I'm the kind of person that I'm very practical. I'm very scientific in my study. So if you tell me something is real, let's put it to practice, right? Yeah. Let's practice it. That's how I learn. All right, that's how I learn, really. I'm not like a very theoretical learner. I'm a very practical learner. So I remember everything he said, right? How he persuades people, how he gets people to say yes, reciprocity, scarcity, all these things. And it was like somebody opened me to a world that I'd never seen before. So psychology became my new love. But as I understand that, as at this time, I never knew that it was connected in any way to marketing, right? And sales. I just knew that, it was psychology and I just loved it. And so I really studied it. So fast forward now, when I was studying that course, I just realized that, holy shit, like, bro, this is psychology in application, right? Everything we were selling, it was psychology. And when I wrote down the letter, when the course instructor said to write it down, by the way, you can stop me whenever you want to stop me, right? So
I'm with you.
All right, so when I wrote it down, he said, you should write down how much you wanted to make.
Yeah.
Now, I wrote down, I said, okay, I want to do $400 every single month, so that by the end of the year, I'll have done $2,000. And by the way, this was in dollars, was like 500 naira per dollar, right? And I was like, if I said to myself, if I do $2,000, which is $1 million naira from this product, from this course, I am the happiest, the richest, the wealthiest, the most successful man on earth, period. $1 million naira was like the holy grail of everything.
Yeah.
Right? And I said I wanted to do that in 5 months.
I'm curious to know how much you did in the first month.
I was about to ask you to take a guess. So take a guess. Like, how much do you think I did in the first month? Like, my goal was 400. This was somebody who hated sales and marketing, who had never done it before, and pretty much didn't know anything about it. Right? So, in the first month, I remember doing 1 million naira.
Nice.
My first month as a complete newbie.
How did that make you feel?
Bro, I remember when it was at 500k, I said, Bruno, this is $500,000 naira. It didn't click, but the day it clicked was one day. My friends from from secondary school, primary school, came to see me, 3 girls, and we went out to eat, right? I went to a restaurant close by to the house, and I was like, you guys can order. And they brought the menu, and I did not check the price. I just knew that my life had changed. The 500k, I just knew that bro. I just knew that I had changed. So you see, it wasn't the money; it was just the confidence, right? And I was like, damn. And then it got to 1M. Now I thought it was a fluke. I thought this was not going. This could not possibly happen every single month. It's a scam. Like like the Ponzi schemes is gonna crash. Next month I did another 1 million.
Wow.
Third month I did another 1 million, and this was the first time in my life I was doing 1 million. And by this time there was a competition in the platform, right? Okay. And then I won a car. Again, all these pictures are online. You can verify them for yourself. I won a car, and that was what just kind of like blew it.
When you won that car, in the moment that you won that car, what was going on in your head?
I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, this is like a dream, man. Like it felt like a dream, to be fair. Like, because I was like, how? Because he sent a mail at the point. Like, was like, yeah, that, there are 3 contenders for the car. It was me, it was Pascal, Pascal, my guy Pascal, and then it was somebody else. And I think I had like a couple of maybe like 10 or so. Bro, I pushed. God, and I realized that, okay, I could actually sell, like I could actually market, that it was just some things that I had at the back of my mind. Bro, I pushed like mad. And before you know it, we're like, yeah, it's a winner. They confirmed it. I won the car, and I remember receiving it. I was like, bro, I'm never going back to that life again. Like, I just made up my mind that, you see, this online business, this internet business, we die here.
I go do am.
We go do am. Bro, we will do it. The best part of it was that, this was legal. I had time freedom. I had location freedom. And I didn't have to break sweat trying to get people per se. Like, it was... Bro, sometimes I feel like I was lucky, because it was a right... I won't say luck, but I took advantage of the right time and the right season, basically. That was just really it. And sometimes I think about it that, you see, in this game called business and entrepreneurship, it's not really about, this person has the best of everything. They have the best sales, marketing, product, all of that. Sometimes It might just be one little thing. They might just be in the right market at the right time. I mean, think about it. The people that made $1 million selling face masks in COVID.
True.
So yeah, you just realize that it's not really about, oh, this person was better per se. It just could be that this person took advantage of the right opportunity at the right time. All right, and that was really it. I know a guy who is a young guy in university. This guy made about 60, what am I saying, 100, 200K. All right, you know him now. I don't mention him. I don't know if you'll be comfortable with it. Right, but he made about 200K thereabout. And all he did was he created a product, was low ticket, and it was a way that people got what they wanted really fast.
Guys, and when he said 200K, it's actually in USD.
200K USD, not 200K Naira. No.
200K Naira.
But looking at 120 million then, when dollar was that amount, right? It was crazy. And it wasn't that the guy was the best marketer or anything. He just had a very good product in the right market, and that was it. And at the right time. So these are a couple of things that just made me realize that, because I ask myself sometimes, Joseph, I'm like, what if I never opened that course? Like, what if I never bought the course? Because I see today people shitting on courses.
Speaking of courses, what role would you say personal development, buying courses and trainings, how would you say that it has impacted you on what you do?
It is 100% the reason why I am here, where I am.
I think buying courses are scam. I mean, just carry money.
Please scam me.
Somebody because they recorded a video.
Please scam me, bro. Do you realize that when we go to school, what are we buying?
I mean, but if it's working for them, would they be teaching you? If they're making money from
that
it,
is one of the that's one of the dumbest. You just said something to trigger me, and I know you're doing that on purpose, right? Hands down, that's one of the dumbest ideas or statements or points that someone can make. If it's making money, why are they going to teach you? That's stupid.
I mean, why did
they teach you in school? Why did they teach you what they taught you in school? What was the purpose of what they taught you in school? Like when you went to school, you went to school to learn how to be a doctor, right? To save lives. What was the purpose? So that you be valuable to society. What's the essence of the value? So you get paid well. So essentially, school is about making money online. That's what school is. Sorry, not online, but making money, not online, but by making money, right? Because
Dragos.
If we go for publicity. So, but school is about making money, right? You learn how to be valuable to society, and society rewards that value by paying you money. Anybody who says anything else is lying. The person is lying to you and is lying to themselves. So if you know that, yes, school, why do parents send their kids to school? To get information, to get educated. That education all adds value to them. They can now do something with the education and information they've received. That's the essence of school. So if you say courses are a scam and if it's making them money, they won't sell it to you, then we should shut down the whole education system. And nobody should teach anything. That's it. Because you cannot say that, oh, because this one is teaching you how to make. If you really check about it, nobody is ever saying, oh, if I want to teach you how to make money, you go and print money at the back of your. No, at the end of the day, we marketers, we know that is a hook, right? Then there's the mechanism, which is what will now make you make that money. For example, for me, when I bought the course was how you can make 400K a week. 400K to 750K a week. That was what the course was. That was the course was titled. But what did it teach me fundamentally? It taught me about Facebook ads. It taught me about, affiliate marketing, about copywriting, about, all of these things. This system of selling other people's products. So essentially, yes, it taught me how to make money. But through this system, there are people today that teach people, how to make money, but getting certified in cybersecurity. It is the same freaking thing. They are having education but online. So when people shill on courses and say that, and they're trying to claim one celebrity says, hey, if he's making money, blah blah blah, that's not true, right? First of all, there are different levels of wealth. I don't expect probably Bill Gates or Elon or probably a billionaire to share his secrets of his trade with me. But no, I might expect somebody else who's skilled at something and who's done very well in that skill, maybe coding, programming, all those kind of thing, copywriting, sales. They can teach you because they don't lose from teaching you. Do you understand? So when people say that, anybody who tells you, oh, why if it's making them money, why are they teaching it? Just know that the person isn't so smart up there, right? The person might think they are smart. They might have said things that shows they are smart, but fundamentally in this particular scenario, they are dumb. Take that to them, share this with them, and if they get offended, they should piss off. I don't mind. They're not paying me.
What's the highest amount you've spent on getting a course over the years?
It will be probably 5 million naira, $5,000 thereabout. That's the highest amount I've spent.
So you took $5,000, which is in today's what, like around
5 million, yes.
and paid to somebody.
Yep.
For the person to teach you stuff. What was that?
It was coaching. It was coaching. I wanted the person to. So I wanted to break into the foreign market, and then I wanted the person to teach me how to do that. So it was. I mean, the most amount I've spent in a short period. So I paid 3 different coaches. Altogether, it was 1.5, so it was 7.5k during that period, a very short period. That's like the highest amount I put at once. All right. I've also put like 2.5. Basically, every now and then I at 2.5 means 2.5k. All right. Every now and then I invest in my personal development.
How would you say that has shaped you personally,
bro? I think beyond. So the first thing is this, right? It's the limiting belief it deals with. I'm very sure some people cannot imagine paying $5,000 for coaching. In your mind, you're like, what can they possibly teach me? Hey, you must probably be revealing to me the secrets of the universe.
Of life, man.
But if you think about it, that's why you're where you are, and that's why I'm where I am, right? Because why? And I'm not saying this to brag, right? If you feel that way, I don't really care. But I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying that, listen, the people who think like that, check all of them. They are a particular place in life. I sell to brand owners, business owners who are doing millions of dollars, annual recurring revenue and sometimes monthly recurring revenue, and they are the most passionate people about personal development. They are buying courses, they are buying coaching, they are buying because they know that, listen, now I'm going to go slightly. If somebody is making more money than you, there's something they know that you don't know.
Exactly. With that information, you're just roaming around.
You're just roaming around.
But with information, you fly.
With information, you fly.
That's why they say info. Info.
Let me tell you something. Do you know that hard work pays, but minimum wage? That is why billionaires don't work to create money. They work to create value. What work in this world is worth $1 billion. Are you joking with me? But Elon Musk is worth $234 billion because that is what he worth, not what he work.
But Mr. Richard,
keep quiet and let me talk to you. Anybody that is more successful than you has more information than you. Without the right information you keep walking about, it is information that makes one fly. That's why they say info, info.
Yeah, but jokes apart, but that's true, right? Without information, like, you just be roaming around. And so people can and should package their product, their information in a product, and they have the right to sell it. And I can find it, if I find it valuable enough, I'll pay it. I told you I'm about to invest another, hopefully, £4,000 into a one-on-one coaching with somebody that I really value. And for me, you can evidently see that, where I am, where I want to be, all right, where I was, where I am, is because of the people I've invested. There's something my Pastor Chris Oyakilome used to say, and someone I respect a lot. He used to say, the difference between you and 20 years from now, that's you right now and you 20 years from now, all right? Or let me put it how we say, it says, a man will remain the same way for the next 20 years, except for 2 things: the books he reads and the people he meets. That's it. 2 things. Like, you will be the exact same person for 2 things, except the books you read and the people you meet. Or you can say the information you receive and then the people you meet. And so if somebody has put the solution to my problem in an information, I'm gonna freaking buy it, man. Like, I don't really care. And everybody else can shit on courses and say they are free on YouTube, but I know on this.
Go and look for it now.
You can look for it.
Go and look for it now.
You can, sure, but we all know that. And I was thinking about this. Sorry to digress, but I was thinking about this. I met my lesson teacher when I was in primary school, and she was responsible for how I did very well in primary school. Right, in university I didn't do so well because, of course, I didn't have that one-on-one lesson teacher and that kind of thing. But I noticed that because of that, I was able to assimilate the information in the classroom when I got to the classroom faster. I was able to progress faster. I was able to do better in school simply because my parents invested in extra lessons. So if you take this to adult education, it will mean that sometimes some people will learn faster when they have a coach who sits them down and explains things for them.
And you can't get that on YouTube.
And you can't get that on YouTube. Nobody who is worth their cents, worth their dollars and their time will sit down with you for free and then coach you one-on-one. No. The person either isn't worth it, or the person is absolutely generous and doesn't have anything to do.
This is how we end the podcast, because we've spent quite some time. I mean, we should do this again.
We should, bro. We should, man.
Because there's still lots to talk about.
There's so much to talk about.
But I'm going to ask you this question. I know it's something you're really passionate about and something you've explained before. I just want to break it down again. So somebody is starting from scratch. No money, nothing. And the person wants to get to that point where the person is making some good money online. What would your advice be? This is how we end.
It's very simple, or I mean, it's very straightforward. Let me not say simple. People get upset when I say it's simple, but it's very straightforward. The first thing you want to do is ask yourself the same question: what can I do to provide value to somebody? How can I exchange value? What value can I have to provide to somebody else? Now, if you're exactly where Joseph had described, you're down, you're literally at zero. You have one choice rather. All right, you have to learn how to sell. That is the most important skill in the world. You have to learn how to sell to somebody else, right? You have to be able to persuade somebody to give you money. The money you want is in somebody else's pocket. Mm-hmm. So you need to have something to offer that person. Now, that means that fundamentally the first skill you have to learn is sales. Now, you can either learn sales, the one-on-one sales, which is what I teach, or you can learn sales online, which is copywriting. Right? You can learn any of these two things. That's the first thing you need to learn. So you need to get educated. That's it. You need to get educated. Now, once you have basic education and understanding of these things, what you want to do next is go find something to sell. Guess what? You're on the internet. If you're watching this, you have access to opportunities and platforms that have products out there literally begging you to sell. So you can go find somebody else's product and sell it. The beautiful part of it is that you don't need to have your own product. You don't need to create your own product. So go find somebody else's product and sell it. Get paid a commission and keep doing this till you save a particular amount. Then invest that money into, getting good, number one, and also getting more people to see how good you are, which is, getting more, doing lead generation, paid advertisement, basically expand the reach, expand the traffic that's coming to your business, right? And just keep doing that and keep improving 1% of everything you're doing. Improve the amount of people that are coming to see your product, improve the amount of people that are converting, improve the amount of people that are coming back. So these are little progresses that you do and little improvements, incremental improvements that you can make, such that you will one day wake up and realize that money is no longer your problem because you have mastered the elements that make you money.
Beautiful. That's a short masterclass. Whoa, it's been a good talk, Bruno. Thank you very much for doing this with me. We are definitely going to do this again. Thank you guys for sticking till the end of the Entrepreneurs Connect show. Remember, we do this every other week, same time, same station, same channel. Make sure you're liking and subscribing and commenting. Don't leave this place without, if you came here from anywhere, don't leave this place without subscribing. Subscribe, comment. As we do this video, do not like it, comment. You not die. Comment. Don't be an anonymous watcher. Share it as well. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care of yourself.